Hi, how are you guys? Hello, McKay. I don't know if you're still in here, but hello, I'm glad you popped in. Nice to see you. Hi, Kim. Hi, Daryl. I'm excited for you guys. I hope some other people pop in. Looks like it's just us. How are you guys doing this evening? Are you cooling off a little bit, hopefully? What's the temperature there anyway? I won't give away any secrets yet. So, um, I've had a busy week. There's Miss Donna. Hi, Donna. How are you? Here comes everybody. How's the weather in Tennessee? There's Mr. Henry. I see a road in southern Illinois got closed due to um, numerous poisonous snakes migrating across the road. Are you anywhere near that? That was certainly interesting. I didn't stop to see where exactly it was. I was just kind of scrolling through. Hi, Don and Scotty. How are you? Glad you could make it in. There's Daryl. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hope all of your incisions are healing nicely and you're recovered from your surgery at this point in time. Upper 70s. That's great. That's it's been lower 70s most of the time here, but last week it got up to almost 80 degrees. So I was a little surprised by that. Don says blanket hello to everybody. Yes, we're glad to see you too. And Daryl's doing fantastic. That's great. That's in southern Illinois, so further south than you. Okay, well, good to know. Hey, Mobile Tech, how are you? I see Ruthie got a good report from the vet, so that's good. Glad she's doing better. My two have been doing really pretty good lately, and I'm very thankful for that. So we haven't had any further episodes with their hearts, and they're no longer coughing and doing really good on the food that I'm making for them. They're actually losing weight and getting back more to a normal weight. So I'm really glad to see that. What happened last week? Okay, so last week, I had a little episode. Well, it wasn't really an episode, but maybe an incident. Um, I had a fall, and I'll show you a little bit more about that. So I was in my kitchen, and let me find the picture. So I was reorganizing this cabinet above my refrigerator, and I was on that two-step ladder. Um, and I was going to get some stuff down, and I thought I had already come down one of the steps, and I had not. So when I stepped down, I was actually stepping down from that very top step, and it threw me really off balance, and I fell. So I fell to the left towards the sink. My rear end hit the floor, and my head hit my oven door. And this is how it ended up looking. So if you'll look over on the right hand side of the oven door down near the bottom, you'll see where my head dented the frame there. So So, and I got a really big goose egg back there. Thankfully, it was a hematoma that was outward and not inward, so that made me feel pretty safe. However, it was pretty big, and so I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any further bleeding internally. So, as I was still down on the floor, I called over to PJ and Summer and asked them, one of them, to come and check on me because I'd just fallen, and they immediately came over. And then they drove me to the urgent care center. And so basically it was fine. They wanted me, they said they can't rule out anything without a CAT scan. And I knew it wasn't bad enough to have to go and pay for a CAT scan. So I just came home and, watched for any signs of concussion, and did fine. And it's healed pretty much. I still have one spot that's a little tender back there, but other than that, I'm doing okay. And I hope to have your support in that these kind of accidents happen. It wasn't a lack of imbalance. It wasn't, me just being funny or out of my mind. I just thought I had already stepped down a step, and I hadn't, so I fell. Anyway, that's what happened. Yes, I do have a hard head. So anyway, that's what happened. I'm very glad they were around as well. It was nice to, have somebody that could just come and check on me. And then, of course, they notified my daughter and let her know that everything was okay. You've had 3 CAT scans in the last few months. Yeah. It's never fun to have to go do that. But yours is for your impending surgery, right? Thank you, Don. Yes, I'm fine. It could have been serious, but it wasn't serious, and it's just one of those things that sometimes happens. Oh, so they're going to put 3 stents in you. Wow. Well, that's good. So they're going to try the stent first rather than the replacing the aorta, I guess. And a hernia. My goodness. Yes, it could have been bad. Thankfully, I don't think the metal on the stove was that heavy. So it could have been worse, but the glass just totally shattered. Yeah, I know, but if it was anything serious, I would have contacted you. So just know that I'm a grown-ass woman. I can take care of myself. All in one aorta and 2 in the iliacs. Okay. Well, that should get your motor running pretty good by then, once you get that all done. So anyway, so that's that was that week, and then I got a cold after having to sit in an urgent care waiting room for 2.5 hours. I ended up with a cold, and I'm just getting over the last of it now. I think you could probably hear my voice is just a little off. So anyway, but it is clearing. So new plumbing should be good to go. Always helps to have new plumbing. Well, anyway, I'm doing good. So not anything you have to be concerned about. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Don. So were you, how long have you known about this? 5 doses of radiation on the 13th. Um, well, I hope that goes okay. Hopefully they've caught it in enough time. Do you know what stage it is? Yeah, that's some nasty stuff. So yeah, when we get older, stuff happens, and there's not a whole lot we can always do about it. A few months back. Wow. Well, I'm sorry I didn't know about it, but I hope that everything goes okay. So I'll be praying for you. I need to remember to put that down for my prayer list. Good. They caught it in time. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me feel better. Cause yeah, it's treatable if it's caught in enough time. So you should be good. So just keep us updated. Let us know how you're doing. That radiation can sometimes knock you for a loop. So um, make sure that you have somebody checking in on you. My husband went through radiation, and he was kind of a stubborn guy, and he didn't want to quit working. And I'd go check on him at work, and he'd be hunched over one of the machines he was working on, sleeping. So it can really drain you. So be careful. I'm all set for the treatments. Okay, good. Yes, definitely we'll be praying. No, my plumbing thoroughly checked this year. Good deal. Good deal. You guys all remember to take care of yourselves. I think sometimes men don't think they need to go to the doctor, and they put off physicals and that sort of thing. My husband did the same thing, and he ended up nearly having a heart attack, and ended up with pancreatic cancer with no previous indication of anything going on. So it's really important, as you age, to go in and see your doctor and have a physical and get all the proper screening and everything done. It's just important for men as it is for women. Thank you, Donna. Only 5 doses, good. Every other day. Okay, that'll be a little better. Good, should be good to go after that. That's good. Yeah, it's men just don't like to admit that they maybe need to go to the doctor. You also left them a deposit. Oh, you're funny. They think nothing will happen to them. Exactly. So at least Daryl's doing much better now, and we're all grateful for that. And now I had some exciting news from Kim earlier today. So I think everybody's pretty much here. So I'm going to go ahead and share. So Kim texted me and said that she and Daryl have a new rig. So let me show you their new rig. Look at that. That's a long, long thing. She says it's 40 feet long. So what's that? How much bigger is that? Wasn't Clark about 35 feet? So another 5 feet. It's really good. So she sent me some pictures to show you. So inside to the left of the door is a slide with their dining table. I love the table and chairs. I think that will work good for you. And then as you go in the door, there's their kitchen. So you got like a nice little bar area over there with some pantry and storage space. You can see the refrigerator. I love that the freezer's in the bottom of your refrigerator, Kim. I think that's the best configuration for a freezer. A nice sink. Let's see. Let me show this one. And then on the other side, so to the left of the door going up so the living area is elevated. I think that's kind of cool. I love the color of the wood in there. I think it's not real dark and it's not real light. It's just a real pretty color. I really like that. And then here is, Daryl says this is his man cave. So, and the above the fireplace there is the televator for the TV. Nice storage space there in the living room. 2 couches. And then as you can see from this one that I did from the kitchen, there's a love seat right there and 2 couches. So that a lot of seating. That's really nice. And then to the right of the door as you go in, you go up those 2 or 3 little steps. The bathroom will be to the left, and then straight ahead is the bedroom. It's got a nice dresser in there with an upper cabinet and a TV. I see a TV there. And closets and everything. Oh, that's the kitchen. How did I do that? Okay. And there's the bed. And a nice big closet with mirrors on it. They can get kinky. Anyway, it's so very exciting. It's really quite beautiful. I really love it. So I hope you do too. Very nice rig. I'm happy for you both. You're welcome. You're quite welcome. So Daryl, where's the new truck? I don't think he's ever going to get a new truck. That truck's going to die with Daryl. I would think there would be a triple axle. Yeah, it's pretty long. Hey, Melanie, you was able to hop in. Glad to see you. So Lou had timed a live stream for their channel on Facebook at 7 o'clock too. So I saw that earlier and I was like, oh, I guess Melody won't be coming, but there she is. She popped in. Yeah, triple axle. New trucks on the showroom floor. Duramax still going strong. Wow. I hope mine does. I hope mine does too. You gave him heck. Poor Lou. Well, I'm sure he wasn't thinking about, everything else when he made his decision. He's starting to feel like himself. Cool. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It's a rough time to get through. And everybody does it differently. So just getting broke in. 95,000 miles. Mine only has 50,000 miles on it. So I've evidently got quite a life yet to go on my truck. And I don't know if I told you guys last time what all I had done to my truck, but I had everything from front to back maintained. New tires all the way around, even my spare. So I have 5 new tires for the truck, and all of the regular maintenance done. Differential, transmission, transfer case, oil change. The fuel filter was changed. The radiator was serviced and new coolant was added. And so I don't know what else it would need at this point in time. Okay, what you cooking tonight? We need some food talk. Headed to Canaan Valley State Park Sunday. Yes, I saw your post. I'm gonna have to watch the video on that. I haven't been watching very many videos lately, but that one has caught my eye. So I definitely want to catch up and watch that one. I'm going to park her an hour south of Vegas and put her under a 45-foot RV port on. Yes, and that'll be lovely. That will really be nice, just to protect it. So very cool. 110,000 miles. So you still got a lot of life left in your truck. Still got a lot of life. Pulo asado chicken and potatoes sounds really good. Sounds very good. Well, I'm trying out this Mediterranean diet. I've still got some basic stuff that I need to buy and have on hand. Things that I haven't normally used in the past. So I'm getting there, and I'm starting the process. So like this morning, instead of a slice of white toast with butter and scrambled eggs, I have 12 grain bread now, and I didn't use butter. I did put a little cream cheese on my toast, and had eggs. I know that I normally scramble in butter, that I used olive oil instead today, and added a little bit of dill to them. So that was really pretty tasty, actually. And so I'm just trying to eat more vegetables. I've got a ton of vegetables in the fridge, and tomorrow I think I'm going to go to the local produce stand and pick up some more tomatoes. I need some tomatoes. I have some nice avocados, lemon and lime, and things like that for dressing, to make dressings and to season food with. So I'm working on it. Hamburger steak and Brussels sprouts. That sounds really good. I love Brussels sprouts. I saw a really good recipe in my book for some Brussels sprouts too. The cat's delivery at the campground. Sorry, guys. Hot pastrami. Ooh, yum. I do love pastrami. On pumpernickel bread. That to me is like heaven. Hot here at the property. Stuck in some chicken breast in the crock pot and shredded it with barbecue sauce. There you go. That's all you can do. So when did you pick up your new rig? That's just so exciting. I'm so glad that you guys have it. It actually was pretty tasty. And the other night I made a meal with cabbage and julienne carrots and ground beef. But I actually found that as I was eating it, I liked the vegetables without the ground beef. So who knows? Maybe I'll start eating less meat than normal. I like pumpernickel bread. It's one of my favorites. I like rye bread too. I like the seeded rye bread. I like the Arnold brand of rye and pumpernickel better than the Pepperidge Farm. I think the Pepperidge Farm is too dry, and the other is a lot softer. It's better bread. We had special sensitive chicken and lamb for over a little water. Oh, so he's getting special food too? Has he been having any health problems? Picked it up yesterday. Nice. Where? Sorry, guys. Where did you have to go to pick it up? Yes. Why is it not showing my things? That sounds good. It does, doesn't it? Unseen. What are the money to them? Pick it up yesterday. Huh. Ernie and Shelley want to look at it for us. Oh, wow. That's cool. So they went and saw it for you. That's cool. Nice. Well, I'm glad it worked out well for you. Sometimes those Facebook Marketplace things can be a joke, but when they work, it's great. It's wonderful. Bentley's just crazy. Hi, Bentley. Bentley, what are you doing? I'll get him excited. Whoops. Get up in Chloride, Arizona, right next to Kingman. Only 45 minutes from here. Okay, pretty cool. At least you didn't have to drive a half a day to get there. That's nice. Meat and produce as our ancestors ate. They stopped censoring them. Good. That's good because I'm giving up processed foods altogether because I think they're worse for me than anything. Giving up chips, giving up my ice cream, which is like that's the one thing I'll always miss is ice cream. I love, love, love ice cream. Starch and carbs, not easy. It's not. It's not easy. And that's kind of why I like this Mediterranean diet because it doesn't, you don't have to give up carbs completely. But you do go to more wholesome grains, which is better for you in the long run. Anything that's more complex is going to be less detrimental to your body. And, just everything in moderation. And instead of eating the kind of yogurt that I really enjoy, I'm getting the Greek yogurt. I'm not real fond of the tangy taste of the Greek yogurt, but I'm gonna get used to it. I'm just at that point where I'm like, you got to do this. I have avocado, which I like in guacamole. I've never really cared for it on sandwiches or things like that, but I'm open to trying new things and seeing if I can't develop more of a taste for it. And I'm going to shock every single one of you and tell you that, of course, I will eat tuna. So I'm going to modify my tuna salad recipe and not use mayonnaise, but maybe use some yogurt instead. And listen closely. I'm going to try some smoked salmon on toast with cream cheese and a little dill. Now I've eaten smoked salmon on a bagel, so lox and bagels, and that was okay. So as long as it's thinly sliced smoked salmon, I think I'll be okay. And I'm hoping that maybe I can fool my taste buds into maybe liking some fish. So we'll see. More on that on a later date. So we'll see. Let me catch up. There's McKay. Hi, McKay. Glad you're here. Especially potatoes and pasta. Yes, I totally agree. Totally agree. Potatoes is another good one. Everything in moderation. I only have ice cream a few times a month, but I really enjoy it when I do. Yeah. If I don't have it in my freezer, then I'm okay. I can get past it. And he bought this property off of Craigslist. He actually bought the old train depot in Chloride. Interesting. Wow. It is a clean way of eating. It is. It's a much cleaner way of eating. Um, and I think it's more the way we were intended to eat to begin with. And puts blueberries in it. Yes. I've also read where I can put like apple slices in it. So the other day I had Greek yogurt with blueberries and walnuts, and that was good. So try the honey vanilla. I think it's Too Good brand. Okay, I'll look for that. I will try it. It consists of lots of fish, yeah, and wine. Well, I haven't read that, um, but wine is. I like wine. I just don't eat a lot of it. Yeah, can you believe it? I have eaten it before, and it's if it tastes anything like what I had before, it was not bad and something that I could eat. And they really recommend that you eat fish 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can incorporate it into my diet and not yak in the trash can. Because you all know I'm not a fish person. Really, really not a fish person. Um, but I'm trying to change my ways. I do say, want to say hi. Hi, Kathy. I can't figure it out. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Check your microphone settings. Yeah, well, I'm trying. I'm really trying. So the right kind of seafood, hopefully. Salmon is one of the better fishes that they say. There's like 4 or 5, salmon being the number one. Um, and tuna is another good one. They like the fatty fish for this diet. So um, I want to say cod was another one. I'm not, I don't know that I could do cod. Um, I, I have to, I have to have fish that doesn't really taste like fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny like that. All right, doing good. Glad you are. Glad you're here with us tonight. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, pasta is okay on a Mediterranean diet. They do recommend the whole wheat pasta. They don't really recommend you use regular pasta, but a whole wheat pasta. And it's not my favorite, but if I had to do it, I guess I probably could. I could probably choose something different to fix. That's worthy of a cooking video on how to make fish taste delicious. Okay, well, when I find out, I'll let you know. Studying this stuff for nearly 2 years. It's so hard to get back to eating real healthy. I take specific vitamins to make up for what I don't get yet. That's good. Well, caught from Costco with the skin on. Even Daryl likes it. Okay. I don't have a Costco membership, though. That's the only thing about that. Picked up some at Aldi, and it was good. Aldi has some pretty good tasting choices. Omega-3, it's great. Yes, just make sure it's wild caught. Very good. I will remember that. Cod is the only fish I can eat. Halibut. Maybe halibut. I can't remember. But like I said, there's 4 or 5 that they named off in this book that I have. This is the little speaker down on the left-hand corner, X'd out. That's good information. Thank you, Don. Help her out there. I'm on the chem diet. I eat what's put in front of me. Well, good. That's the diet you need to be on right now. So I'm sure she wants to take good care of you. Yes, whole wheat pasta. I love whole wheat pizza crust. Cool. And so Kim, this book that I have gives me recipes in there for pizza crust, and I think it's whole wheat pizza crust actually, for pita bread, for flatbread, and about 4 or 5 other types of breads that you can make for this diet. So I still need to explore that option too. The darn headphone. Well, good. I'm glad you got it figured out, Kathy. Something like that just really kind of bugs you, doesn't it? When you can't get things to work and you can't figure out what it is. Me too, but I'm trying. Okay. Omega-3, D3. Wow. Well, good. I take a multivitamin and I take a B complex. I take vitamin D for a vitamin D deficiency. I take calcium, magnesium, and potassium. How's that? If you have thyroid issues, you have to eat wild caught. I don't have thyroid issues. That's one thing. D3 needs help to work. Thank you. Thank you, Don. Yeah. Thank you, Miltech. Hi, Tracy. What's K2 for? Never heard of that one. K2 helps D3. And I also take elemental P. So there you go. Takes about 10 vitamins a day, which sucks. Me, the doctor told him to cover all his bases. Good deal. I take enough. I take enough as it is. So anyway. All right. So what else do we have to cover? What time is it? 7:38. Flintstones vitamins. That's always a good one. A good multivitamin will get you a long way sometimes. So I do pretty good on the vitamin regimen that I'm on. You're working on it. Good to know. All right. You're making me laugh now. Kim gets me every now and then. She says, it's a leaf, but I don't know. Well, a leaf is blue. It could very well be a leaf or not. Constantly studying. He is crazy. You're absolutely correct. But we love him for it. You can tell he feels good. That's the main thing. When he's like that, trust me, it's a leave. Oh, Kim, you're so funny. I miss you guys so much. It's crazy. Summer's not on here tonight because Gwen has swim and band on Thursday. So she has a swim meet and a band practice on Thursday. So she's never home for that. I just spit out the water. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Y'all are crazy. I am in New York, in Western New York right now, a little south of Buffalo, um, with friends of mine, PJ and Summer, and I'm mooch docking on their land right now. They had invited me up um, for the fall, color changes and everything. So I'm here for now, and then in October, I'm going to start moving on again and heading back through Ohio and then down Interstate 75, which will take me all the way into down to Interstate 10 to head home. So that's the way I'm heading back. Way to go, Daryl. Poor baby Milo. Oh, how will you fix your oven door? It's done. I forgot to show you that one. So I don't know, a day or two after PJ started looking for a replacement door for me, and he found one on eBay. So I went and looked at it and ordered it, and it came last week, I guess around Wednesday or Thursday, and Saturday he put it on for me. So you can see the old one on the floor there, and my new one's already in place. So how about that? So it's done. It's a done deal, which is good because I love my oven, and so when it's cooler, I'll be using it a lot. Yeah, poor Milo. That was a good one, Dawn. Go north in a month in October. Well, I hope you have fun. It's a good time of year to be out camping and traveling for you. Yeah. Yeah, it happened really fast. And it only cost me, it was less than $200 to replace my oven door, which I was really grateful for. So Kim was got the stink eye. Property in Arkansas next week. We'll see. Does Arkansas, do you have to pay state taxes in Arkansas? That's one thing I can't remember. I know that there's like about, I think there's a total of 8 or 10 states that you don't have to pay state tax, IRS tax, but I can't remember if Arkansas is one of them or not. I know. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I fought the oven door and the door lost. This one it came off really easy and went on just as easy. So it was pretty neat. Yep. Tell Kevin hello. But you had a list of questions. Well, that's good. Good to have a list. No, buddy, we're not going anywhere right now. You have to wait. You have to wait just a little bit. I'll take you outside in a little bit. So, anyway. But anyway, that's about all I know to tell you guys. Except they have this train in a little town called Arcade, not too far from us that PJ said if I want to go on a train ride, he'd go with me. And it's one of the last passenger trains that runs here in New York. And it goes between, or it used to go between Attica and Arcade. I don't know that it goes that far anymore. But last weekend, they were in town for an event for their daughter Gwen, and they had the train out, and they were staging a train robbery. So they said that was a lot of fun. So anyway, we're going to look at taking a train ride, which ought to be fun. So I love trains. It's one of my favorite things to do. So anyway, it has a mobile home on it, renovated, furnished, RV parking, electric and water and sewer. Nice. Yeah. So what area of Arkansas is it on, Dawn? Go on the train ride. Yes, I love train rides. You must. Yes. They actually have a steam engine that they run on the line every now and then. Isn't that amazing? Some good camping property, Dawn, hopefully. You hear Ziggy and Dee Dee? Ziggy and Dee Dee. They're down here by my feet. Sounds nice. Hopefully you'll find something good. It would be fun. I can't wait to do it. Yeah, there you go. You're not as positive as Kevin, but it's pretty. Would have her own little forest. That would be nice. You would like that. Which talking from your friends, huh? Near Mountain Home. I think I drove near Mountain Home when I went through Arkansas. It's great. And no more moving every week. Yeah. Exactly. What happened on the West Coast that somebody was looking for property? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Well, it's in Hurricane Alley and they have copperheads. What? Oh, are you talking about Arkansas? It's in Hurricane Alley. Yeah, I guess from the Gulf, hurricanes could come up that way. People are moving out of California. There's a lot of property for sale there now. Sure. Well, they're going to be making low income housing out of a lot of it. Out with the copperheads, hurricanes. You have a warning. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's the one thing I never really minded about Florida is because you usually get a 3-day warning. So even I can hook up a trailer and move in that little bit of time. Bentley's looking for Ziggy and Dee Dee. All right. Let me adjust the camera. Hang on. Oh gosh. Because they're down on the floor. So hang on. Camera. Back camera. There they are. Hey, Ziggy. There's Ziggy and a Dee. Hi, guys. Can you say hi, Bentley? Hello, Bentley. Can you say hi? Hi. I know you haven't seen him in a long time, have you? I know. Okay. All right. There's your dose of Ziggy and Dee Dee. Okay. There we go. Couldn't pay me to live in California. Well, I lived in California when my first husband was in the Air Force, and I loved it. But back then it was totally different. That was back in the early 70s. So, Mountain Home, Idaho. No, she's talking about Mountain Home, Arkansas, I believe. California's too crowded. Well, it won't be for long if people keep moving out. 55 years, never had a problem. May have left for a few days, but no problem. Cool. Bentley's having a fit. Hope to have room for friends to come and stay. We're always looking for such a place. That will be nice. They're asking for food. They've eaten twice this evening, so they're not getting any more food. Yeah, it was just a wagon. He probably has to go pee now. Yes. In the 70s. It was nice in the 70s. Hang on just a minute. We're right. We were both at the same base. Yes, Norton. Yeah. And I liked it there. And I liked San Bernardino. Arkansas is a very pretty state. Very pretty. Let me look at the place in a second. Well, nice. Good. I hope it works out for you. So, anyway, guys, I guess I better get off of here and take this guy outside before he pees on the floor. So, but it was nice to see you guys and talk to y'all. And hope to talk to you next week. And have a good week ahead. I'll see y'all later.